UCC SR145594 requesting permission to dock.
SR. This is Station Control reading you loud and clear, UCC SR145594. The only available docking port is our shipyard. You are cleared for landing. What's SR doing out here? Whoa! Yeah, that's a soot. That's a special recon soot. It's been forever since I've seen one of them. Wow. Well, welcome aboard, Lieutenant.
Counselor Sven, the UCS High Command has diverted my special recon unit to the area in order to gather intel and assess the growing tensions. We will report directly to you, acting as your eyes and ears in the system, as well as providing security for you and your station. My credentials should already be in your system, and if there's nothing else you need from me, sir, I'll head out.
One thing I'd noticed, there was no name attached to your credentials. So what should I call you?
Just call me Ghost, sir.
Very well, Lieutenant. Ghost dismissed.
Sir.
Good day, Sven the Slayer here once again, and welcome back to Starmade on the Star Squadron server. So you'll notice already that I have finally gotten my new uniform. So I spent all of Saturday working on it, and I actually spent 10 hours or so working on this thing, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And there's a couple things, minor changes I'll probably make. Maybe try and make it a little less pixely. Like you can see the straps on the arms there are very obviously pixelated. And on the helmet, looking at the back of it, it looks too familiar. I think there might be another skin out there that has that same kind of design, but when I got to the helmet I was really kind of late in the evening, so I just kind of rushed the helmet. But overall, really happy with the way it turned out. A couple minor tweaks will probably happen. And so yeah, Ghost has arrived at the station, and he brought with him his entire special recon unit. So right now he's actually off gathering intel on stations in the area. I can see that their names are actually starting to pop up, which is great. So I haven't previously been to these stations. He's actually at one of the stations right now, gathering intel. So we'll have to see what he reports back. But in the meantime, show off the changes to the station. Of course you can see the new chin turret on the mall through this window. It looks really nice. I was not happy with the old turret, and I put one of my small turrets on there, and I wasn't happy with that too because it's firepower lacking, so this is what I decided on. It's a really nice kind of ball turret design. And I guess not ball turret, but whatever. So the engineers have actually been hard at work installing all of the life support systems on this deck, so we now have fully functioning airlocks that I can transfer through into, say, the mall that's parked here. And the only way to get out is actually through the other airlock, which you can see Ghost was the last one through that, so it needs to compress. And yeah, just being able to pass through ships without having to go through a compression cycle is really nice. But the other important thing about the location of the airlock is its relation to the medbay, which has also now been finished. I guess I should be in cinematic mode for this. So, you know, you come through the airlock into the medbay, and then the first stop, in case of an emergency, is the operating room. So we have general decorations, lights, blood bags, actually usable healing items, and this is where my undetonator is, so if I actually die and respawn, I will spawn on the operating table. It's a little morbid, but it was the best place for it I could think for it. UCS doesn't actually have cloning technology. And then from the immediate trauma areas, and we have a ICU back here. This also has the blood bags, and it's more secluded. And this one actually has its own lighting, so I can go full lighting or low lighting. And the nurses on station can come and look in and monitor the stats easily enough. And then we have the general rest beds for the non-critical injuries. And then we also have our UCS medical technology microcellular scanner. So this uses radiation therapy and can handle any number of ailments that can easily be healed through gene manipulation or just, targeted radiation. And of course it also has a nice slide-out bed. And, other general decorations, of course, some shelves, some chairs, and this one also has lights back here. So the lights stay on over there for the general rest, but you can notice the privacy screens are now up. And it's never completely dark in here. You always have the entry lights and the lights on there and there, so it's never 100% dark. And of course the OR still has its own independent lights, but I thought that was a nice touch. So through here, once again, we'll strafe and walk to kind of power walk, get here a little faster. So in here we have the main barracks. So this is where all the workers on the station would stay. It's there's actually 48 beds in here, and you might think they're a little cramped, but trust me, it's much better than UCC standard accommodations on their ships. It's very roomy compared to that, and of course you got the private, everybody gets a private stash, and general decorations, lights. The corner rod lights stay on, so it is always at least somewhat lit in here. And then of course important to have near the bunk room is the main shower area, bathroom. So these are our UCS Omni showers. So they are self-cleaning toilet and shower fixtures, and there's like 20 of them, I think. And general decorations, and I'll show you those doors in a second. So of course you've seen my room, nothing else to show off there. Here these rooms have been sealed up and life support run to them, but they haven't been decorated. So whoever gets stationed in one of these rooms, some higher up, more important VIPs, they get to decorate their own room. And then through here we actually have the fitness room. So, run on the treadmills, pump some iron, general decor, and of course it also has direct access to the shower rooms, which is important when you're working up a sweat. So originally, I think the original plan was to have the mess hall down here, but I've changed that plan because I just didn't have enough room for the showers, which is important to be next to the bunks and the galley and the mess hall. So that will go someplace else, and I'll explain that later. And then through here we have the finished cargo bay. It looks really nice. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Overall, I'm like pretty much ecstatic with the way all the interior spaces have happened to come out. So general, lots of fan vents for life support. So you need to be able to pump the air out of here really quick. And then of course we have the button to open and close the door. It's just for convenience for now. It'll be changed later. There'll be a delay. You push the button and there'll be a short delay, 1 second, half a second, whatever it ends up being. So the one on the mall is half a second, so maybe I'll have it delay for a full second. And then there'll also be flashing lights when the door is open. So out here there'll be a warning light, and over on that side of the door there'll be a warning light. And in here there will also be warning lights saying that the door is open. Or actually, they'll flash too if the door is destroyed. So if the door becomes undocked, it'll actually flash. No way to detect if there's actually a hole in it, but doesn't matter. So that's about it for what I have done. I guess I could go through and do a tour of the plans, but we shall see. So we got some more reports coming in here from Ghost. So we check our map out. You notice we got pirate stations all over the place. So the nearest station is actually a pirate station Alpha. Now we haven't noticed them sending any attack ships our way, but we definitely want to do some cleaning house. So maybe we'll go out and poke it with a stick and see if we can knock it out. So let's put on my helmet. Set up to the good old foobar. Need to get the automatic gravity working there. Corporal, sound general quarters and prepare to disembark. Activate countermeasures and hail the acclaim.
717 acclaim here.
Captain, move out. We will follow your lead.
Roger, moving out.
Well, that took too long. We'll have to send in something to clean up the mess out here. You are clear to head home.
Roger. Heading home.
Well, we are safe and sound and home again after that little bit of excitement there. And unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. So I will see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. What's SR doing out here? Oh. SR145594. Permission granted. F***. Where is he? Missed! Lieutenant, welcome aboard.
Oh shit.